Hey guys, this is Kevin Owens. Make sure to listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Take it easy, guys.
Wrestling POV content not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV Aftermath Survivor Series pay-per-view points game. This was short.
This was.
Was it quick?
I thought it was for a main pay-per-view like that.
That main event, I expected something to happen after the main event was over.
I did
and
too.
Then they just went right off the air. I'm like, that's it?
I thought,
Dude,
for sure, two people was going to show up. The Rock or
Yep.
Brock.
Well, I was reading before we went on the air. I was reading like on Bleacher. It said fans were asking where the Rock was
right? Because they did that thing with Heyman,
Yeah.
and it's like, well,
all night.
you should,
They were doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
The thing is lifted.
right, and so you expect him to be there.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
whatever.
Throughout the whole show, okay,
Yeah.
they were teasing this thing with this bullshit egg.
What the fuck is that?
Oh no!
What
$100
in?
million. It got stolen, and you kind of thought that they were going to find the culprit that tonight. Obviously,
You would think so.
When are
Is
we
that
gonna
what they were
find-
talking about when Vince was in his office with Adam Pearce or whatever? We're going to find out they were going to have everyone on Raw tomorrow night.
Yeah, like what is going on with this? Like, ugh.
Ay, ay, ay. But I mean, and then teasing the fact of Brock being his suspension being lifted. It's like, okay, well, but I will say this: I was nervous when I heard that because I think 100. Let me check. I think about 100% of the people that played the game fucking went with Roman to win. Not one
Yeah.
person. Not one person picked Big E to win.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, the way this game played out, it would have affected about 3 or 4 people in the game.
Wow.
Yeah. This was a close game. And, of course, the results would be at the end of the show.
That's right.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed with that. But, you know, should we go on with the show?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
In the pre-show, Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke winning by DQ, fucking everybody up.
Oh.
I think I saw one or
That
two
hurt.
predictions.
Except for me.
What
Yeah.
hurt more than Damien Priest getting disqualified was him smashing that guitar over his knee. That hurt.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
something. If you guys, I got a guitar right there. I was like, just a little bit. I was like, ow, like a little bitch. But, you know, I'm like, Damian Priest did that shit like if it was nothing.
Yeah.
Good match. A good way to start the show. Well, not really start the show, it's the pre-show.
Yeah.
I didn't think, honestly, that this should have been the pre-show. I think the Battle Royal should have been the pre-show. But
Exactly.
there. But this was a good match. Let me ask you guys a question. Does it look like Damian Priest is going to turn heel? Because they kind of booed him.
It looks that way. Then this is the second time he lost it after losing a match.
Yeah.
He's like I think tomorrow night maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely how he's going. It's getting to that point
Yeah.
where he's starting to become a heel, like this kind of monster character in a way.
But
And
did you catch when they booed him, though? And
Yeah,
he's
I think so, yeah.
He's from the Bronx. He's from there. I didn't think he would have get booed like that.
true.
Well, it
True.
was as soon as he smashed the guitar, that's when they booed him. I was like, oh my God, Damien. But it was still, to me, it was still a good match. Messed up some people. Messed up, I think, Clay.
It messed me up.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait a minute. Yeah. Messed up. Wow. Yeah, it did. Jeez. Anyway, Clay, what are your thoughts on this match?
I thought this was one of the better pre-show matches that they've had in recent past. Like you said, Tony, I'm wasn't thinking that this was going to be the pre-show match. I was thinking the Battle Royal would have been.
Yeah.
But going into it, this had no build, had no, excitement towards it. They weren't, going back and forth. But the whole match, they put on a good show. And they really showed that they could go out. And, I like how they're giving Damian that aggression, that pissed off. Like, I like that. I feel like he can play that really well. So Shinsuke getting the victory by DQ, it doesn't really hurt either guys. So I'm happy with the match. So yeah.
Oh, and I gave the match a B+. So what did you give the match?
I gave it a B+ as well.
Yeah, Elio, what's your thought?
I give this one a B. I like this match. I thought it was a good match. Damian Priest with his aggression, and I like Rick Boogs with playing the guitar during the match. Kind of like distracting. Priest.
I was getting pissed.
Bro, when Priest broke that guitar, did you hear how Pat McAfee got pissed off about it? Like, they say, "You son of a bitch!" It's like, oh my gosh.
You know what? I'm gonna hate to say this. Now, I'm a fan of Pat McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, and I hope they do this sometime in the future, is I hope they put Pat McAfee and Corey Graves together.
That would be good.
Right? The interaction between those two throughout the show was gold. Loved it.
Yes.
Loved it. Pat McAfee said something that was during the, I think it was the women and the men, Raw versus SmackDown. And it was, I think it was the women. Could have been the women. And Pat McAfee came out to say, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. Corey came out. He goes, well, it's Sunday, so.
Got that.
Corey was like, them two? Oh, my God. But I think, honestly, it would be a little bit too distracting.
That too.
I think the way Cole and McAfee complement each other, Pat McAfee can be over the top. It won't be so distracting because Michael Cole will still, bring you still into the match instead of what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the same thing on Raw. Corey's like the over the top one. And then what is the other? I forgot the goddamn ring announcer. Not ring announcer. The commentator's name.
Jimmy Smith.
Okay.
Jimmy Smith, yeah.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Corey Graves goes nuts, and then Jimmy Smith, they complement each other because he brings you back into the match. So. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out. I just thought it was funny. But what did you give it, Elio?
I gave it a B. B.
Oh wow, okay. Up next, we got Becky versus Charlotte. Clay, it's gonna go to you, but I'm just like, what was Becky wearing?
Right. I was like, I even told my wife when I was watching the match, it was just like, why is Becky in like a singlet type? Like, that's not her. Like,
wedgie throughout the whole match.
Uh-huh.
Oh, are we talking about the boot? No. But I wasn't used to that. I'm not used to Becky doing that. That was weird to me. But go ahead. What are your thoughts? I don't want to take it away from you.
This match I thought was a really good one. Leading into it had a good build. Charlotte and Becky could do a lot together in the ring. They really put on a hell of a performance. I was happy that Becky did get the victory here, and I really thought they put on a good match. So I gave it an A-.
Oh wow! Okay, Elio.
Yeah. I thought this was a great match. I gave this one an A. I really liked the performance throughout the match.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I gave it an A+. It was a really good match. These ladies wanted to kill each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really good match. And then now an exclusive clip that happened after the match. They interviewed Becky. So this is courtesy of WWE. This is what Becky had to say. She got emotional.
Becky, wow, what an epic match you just had against your former best friend, Charlotte Flair. Congratulations on the victory. Now, you went out there to have a match, but it looked like a straight-up fight. Is this the most emotional match you've ever been a part of?
Yeah, even watching the video packages, I got a little bit emotional, because
That's her husband's music played.
see where we came from to where we are now,
Like legit crying.
and the hatred there, the hatred going out there, and it's so sad, like that's somebody who I loved so much, who I trusted with my life, and who we've been through everything together. We nearly died in a car crash together, and just how much we despise each other now. I just wanted to rip her apart out there. I wanted to rip her apart. And I didn't break her arm like I wanted to, like I set out to do. And I don't know if I'm happy or I'm sad about that, but I got the win. And now she knows she can't deny it. She can't deny it. I'm the better woman.
Great.
Wow.
Got fucking emotional, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna tell you this. I know it's a work. That's a pretty goddamn good.
Yes, it is. It makes you believe that they are like this.
Hate each other.
That oh man,
Well,
it's pretty good.
Think of it this way,
Yeah.
and any one of you guys can jump in. Back in the day, before the internet, before anybody even realized that this was all a work, the two most hated people, that you can think of in wrestling from back in the day, what would you think if you found out that, wait a minute, they're really good friends? You know what I'm saying? That would destroy my childhood.
Yeah.
It would. I mean, that's the same with me. Like if I want to throw in a rivalry out there, like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. If I really wanted to do that, like during the time in 2005 when they had that custody over Dominic, and how all that was a work. And as a kid, I believe like, oh man, they really don't like each other like that. And then they were like brothers. So if I had to throw a rivalry out there like that, that's kind of like what Becky and Charlotte is now.
And throwing out too, Bret Hart and Owen Hart.
Bret and Owen.
Right, yeah.
Like when they were doing that one documentary back in '97 where they said everyone thought they actually hate each other. Then one fan said, I knew you guys were actually like each other. Because I saw them like talking together and like sitting together on the plane. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, kayfabe is that we all know the deals with that. But for me, being in the business as long as I was, for me to be like, damn, this is a hated rivalry, and forgetting that they're actually best friends, they went all out in this match. They did. And I think the reason why is because when's the next time they're going to duel it out again? We don't know.
That's true. Be a long time.
Yeah. Up next, it was the men's Survivor Series team. Team Raw, which was Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory versus Team SmackDown, which was Drew, Jeff Hardy, Xavier Woods, Baron Corbin, Sheamus. Raw, get the win on this one. Elio, this one's on you. What are your thoughts, and what did you get?
This one I gave it a C. I thought it was an okay match. Austin Theory got a lot in.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know. I'm kind of starting to like him a little. I don't know. I haven't seen more.
More, Elio.
I gotta see more about Austin Theory. I wasn't really a fan of his because I've heard him before WWE.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was he like the same type of character or no?
I never saw him. I only ever heard the name. I think he was in one of these other companies that we didn't get up here.
Oh.
All right. Honestly, he's starting to grow on me.
Yeah. Especially with the whole selfie thing that he's doing.
Yeah.
And then when selfie with Bobby Lashley, and then he's just behind the back.
Yep.
He's like, he didn't want to get caught. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you give it?
This one's I give it a C.
Okay, yeah, I gave it a C plus. It wasn't bad. The thing is, with these multiple person tag, it gets confusing sometimes. At one point, I just got up to get a drink, sat down, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on now? So, I had to get back into it. So with these types of matches, it gets hard to try to focus on, especially when we got to do a show. It's like, all right, we got to like this. Wait, what? Oh, what happened? So I think I missed like somebody getting pinned up. I even forgot it. But yeah, that was my thoughts on that. Clay, your thoughts?
I thought this was a typical, Survivor Series match that you normally would see. I did enjoy it. I gave it a C+ as well. With Kevin Owens walking out like he did at the beginning of the match, I guess I hated that because I wanted Kevin in this match, but I kind of understand because it's adding to, his heel character.
Yeah.
And now, like, everybody's going to hate him and blah, blah, blah. That's fine, but I was really wanting him to wrestle. But anyway, the whole Bobby and
no, go ahead.
Oh, the whole Bobby and Drew thing, building that rivalry again, that was decent. And yeah, so I thought this was good for Team Raw to get the victory here, and it was a decent 5-on-5.
Yeah. My thing is, like I said, the thing with Kevin Owens, I think that was a waste of a spot. That spot
It was
for somebody else if they were planning on not putting him on or whatever. I hated that, but I don't want to take away from Elliot. Elliot, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
I already get my thoughts.
Never mind then. I'm bugging out. It's late, goddamn. But no, I agree with everyone says. All right, coming up next, we had the Battle Royal. Winner, Omos wins it. For a hot second, I thought they were going to do what I said they were going to do to Omos. When they all jumped, I was like, oh, shit, they're going to do it.
But the problem with that is Omos's body, when he leans on that rope, his legs are still touching the mat, sort of. Yeah. And it's like, you're that tall. Like, you could, I don't know, man. That was hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, what I found odd is that the crowd popped when it was him and Shanky going face to face. The crowd popped for that. I'm like, all right. What do you? I'm like, and then the way he eliminated him, I was like, ew, I didn't like it. This was okay. Wasn't my favorite. I gave it a C. I hate the thing. I give it a C-. I hate the whole thing with the pizza. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
What was that all about? Like, I didn't.
You know what? Did they do that last Survivor Series, but with KFC?
I believe so, yeah, because KFC was a big sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now Pizza Hut's a big sponsor. It's like
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Clay, what are your thoughts?
This was honestly for me the biggest low point of tonight. This was so random. And the whole fact of Omos dominating like that, okay, we understand, he's a big guy. He's going to, get all that. Mm-hmm. But the whole pizza thing, I didn't understand. The part where R-Truth and Otis together and Otis was eating the pizza, now that was funny. That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
So I gave it a C. It was okay, but I just wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah. Elio, your thoughts?
This one I gave a C-. This was my low point of the show. I would have switched this round with the Damian Priest and Shinsuke Nakamura match.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yep.
But I'm happy that Omos won because I picked him to win.
All right, up next it was RK Bro versus the Usos. Man, I was so mad at this match. But the thing is, a lot of people picked the Usos.
Yeah,
a lot of people picked the Usos in this match. Clay, what are your thoughts?
This was a good tag team match, I thought. These two teams really went at each other. RK Bro really showed, and the crowd is crazy about them. Everywhere they go or anytime they're on the show, it's like they are. Yes. I mean, the crowd is so into them. Now, do I feel like the right team won? No, I don't. I feel like now they're going to go back to SmackDown. Roman's going to bitch him out for losing.
On the show, remember?
Yeah. So I gave the whole match a B. I was really into it, but I don't know. It's just something about it didn't feel right.
What did you give it?
I gave it a B.
Okay. Elio, your thoughts?
I gave this one a B as well. This was a good match. Just thought the wrong team won here. I thought the also should have won.
Yeah, same thing. Was a good match. The thing of it is, we bust on Riddle a lot, but he's a good wrestler.
He is.
He knows how to play his character right, But I did also give it a B. I did enjoy it either way. I mean, I was mad with the outcome, but I did enjoy it either way. But Friday, like you said, Clay, that's what's going to happen on Friday. Up next, it was the Women's Survivor Series. Team Raw was Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Selena Vega versus Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalia, and Toni Storm. Raw winning this one, too. Now, Elio, before you give me your thoughts on this match, did you guys hear what happened to Zelina?
No.
She did an interview, and I don't remember who it was, but they asked her, how did you feel getting cut on 9/11? For those that don't know, her father died in 9/11, and they were doing the show on 9/11 in Madison Square Garden, and she got cut. Her match got cut. And she went on to say that, she was hurt by it. Which this part I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Vince McMahon called her personally and apologized. And cause he didn't know, and then once it got back to him, he called her up personally and apologized. He said, I'm so sorry. When I heard that, I was like, that's why she's in the Survivor Series team.
That's why she won Queen of the Ring.
Exactly, yeah. but I mean, at least he did that. So, Elliot, what were your thoughts on this match?
So this match, this one I gave a C as well, but Carmella, all the time, it's the same thing with her every time.
It's annoying.
She got herself counted out. I counted out, or is that right?
No, you got pinned.
Yeah, she got pinned.
Oh, okay.
That was Sasha.
Oh, Sasha, that's what confused me, because I saw Sasha was up the ramp and Shotzi, Shayna, and Natalia were in front of her. Yeah. This one I gave it a C. It was just an okay match. I gotta say, Rhea Ripley, when you have her on her own, she's actually pretty good. It's when she's paired with Nikki Ash that it just brings her down.
Something off with
Yes.
I'm a fan of Nikki Ash. I like her. Rick doesn't like her. But I like Nikki Ash.
I just don't like the team. There's something off with them.
Yep.
Because on her own, Rhea Ripley is good.
Yeah, and she's only 24 years old.
Yep.
Yes.
She's the same age as my daughter. I'm telling you, I look at Rhea Ripley. She's a pretty woman. But
yes, she is.
As far as I'll go. That's as far as I'll go. But yeah, you're right. This match too. Again, I'm not a big fan of multi-person tag matches. I mean, but this one was okay. They were still telling the story within this match, which I appreciate, because then at least it's going to go on to Raw. It's going to go on to SmackDown. The one I'm looking forward to the most, honestly, is this whole thing with Shotzi. I dig her as a heel. I like her as a heel.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
When she turned heel on Sasha a couple of weeks back, as soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, I want to see this. This is Shotzi I want to see.
But
definitely,
again, thing is, Natalia should not have been in this. Uh,
No.
but I gave it a B. It wasn't that bad. Clay, what are your thoughts?
I thought this was just kind of like the men's. It was a pretty good match for the most part. Going towards the end when it was 4-on-1 for Bianca, with Bianca left, I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong with this. Maybe Bianca's going to get her ass kicked. But no, they made her come back, beat the entire SmackDown team, get that, up advantage like normally, she would. But I wanted to point out, when I was at Raw Monday and Bianca would come out, and I'll tell you what, the crowd, especially little girls, are going crazy for this woman. I had one girl behind me. She was probably 10 or so, but hyperventilating because she saw Bianca Belair wrestle. She was that excited for her. And and I can see it. Bianca is WWE's biggest woman wrestler right now. Just how she is, man. And she pampers to the crowd. She's awesome. She really is like this superwoman. And the way the WWE's pushing her, I think is 100% right. So how this whole match went through showed Bianca's dominance. I was really happy for that. But I gave the whole match a C plus, just going into it. So I did enjoy this. Carmella's whole bullshit I didn't enjoy, like Elio said. Shotzi is a heel. I like that rivalry with Sasha and Shotzi. And looking forward to it. No, it's not. No. After saying it, it's like she. So yeah.
That's their new name. Shishi. All right, the main event: Big E versus Roman. Roman coming out on top with this one. It's on me, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel. This match was okay. I gave it a C plus. Okay. There was something about this match where I was into it, but then I was not into it, and then I got back into it, and then the ending happened. And I was like, nope, I'm done. Done with this. I'm glad this is over. I am.
Yeah.
Not a bad match though. I did give it a C plus. Close B. A close B. And only because I love what Roman was doing in this match. Yelling at the crowd too. Brooklyn, shut up. Brooklyn, shut up. You don't know what I was like, all right, that's a good heel move. That is.
It is.
But yeah, this was a close B, but I'm gonna stick with a C plus. Clay, what was your thoughts on it?
I thought this was an okay match. Like you said, Tony, this rivalry is just, and I'm sorry to say about Big E, but it's not believable. Roman's on a whole nother level. It really, and how Roman is with the crowd, I'm starting to dig it more. I understand that the heel persona, he's trying to get, them to hate him, and it's working. I felt tonight it was working, telling them to shut up, all this other stuff. But the match itself was okay. It wasn't the greatest in the world, but for Big E, it's just not there to go against Roman. And Roman getting the victory here, not surprising again. But like we said earlier in this show, I was expecting something to happen right after he got the lay and him and Heyman were walking out. Something needed to happen, and it didn't. And I was waiting for it. So I gave it a B minus. It could have been better, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Elio, your thoughts?
I gave this one a C plus. I like what Roman was doing in this match, but Big E as champion is unbelievable, especially that promo he did on Raw. He's not a tough guy. He's not a tough guy.
No.
So
it's hard to. I'm pretty sure he is, but it's hard to.
But the promo that he did was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat your ass like you stole something. That one,
right?
It's like
even during the match, if you saw when he knocked Roman down and over him, he's doing the thrust shit with his hips. It's like,
he's still doing that. Stop. He needs to stop. See, that's why you can't take him serious as champion.
No.
Yep.
No, you can't.
Yep.
Now let me ask you a question, Elliot. Was you expecting something to happen at the end? And if so,
Okay, so the end, after Roman Reigns gets 3 count, they play his music. I was watching and I'm waiting. Okay, this music's gonna get cut and something's gonna happen. Nothing happens. Just him and Paul Heyman just exit the ring, and I was expecting either Rock or Brock Lesnar to come out and show up, but
I tell you,
it just went off the air like that.
What's that?
It just went off the air like that. Last words were "Happy Thanksgiving, everyone." I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they teased the hell out of The Rock. You know?
Exactly. If you're, it's The Rock's 25th anniversary. Yeah. You play his, highlights throughout the night.
Yeah, they were plugging everything like Survivor Series '96, Survivor Series '98.
Yes,
which I enjoyed, by the way.
And then this whole thing with Vince in the back with the fucking egg that The Rock, that's $100 million.
You know what? Please come back just to tombstone the gobbledygooker. Please, I just want to see if that's what they're gonna do. They need to bring Kane back just to tombstone the gobbledygooker.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I think the egg is on his future endeavors though right now. So,
dude, like even he said when he was talking about the egg, "Oh, The Rock's gonna be mad," or "The Rock's blah blah." I'm like, what is this fucking egg? What? I don't get it. What is this? Yes.
Yeah, it was just too weird.
Can't believe we're doing a storyline from like 1990. That's.
Overall, though, the show I gave it a B plus. It wasn't a bad show, but there was like hiccups throughout the show. I gave it a B plus. Despite it, no real
surprises.
Right. This was set up in 1 week. In 1 week, they did all this to set this up. Stupid. I like the bigger build into the pay-per-view instead of a small build. This was a very tiny build. It was very poorly done. I didn't like it, but I still gave it a B plus. Match wise, I like the fact that we're still going to see more coming into Raw and SmackDown. So I appreciate that. What was your overall play?
I gave it a B. I thought this whole show was an okay show. Like you said, the build could have been a lot better throughout time. But going with all the matches and stuff, I thought this was pretty solid pay-per-view, so I gave it a B.
Okay, Elio, what was your overall?
I gave it a B as well. A lot of some good matches, but like a lot of not so good stuff on the show.
Yeah.
But overall, B.
Yeah. All right, that is your Survivor Series Survivor Series pay-per-view points game. And speaking of which, before we close out the show and go into the 5-second shuffle, I told Clay, I told him in yesterday's show, get ready. He's going to have to defend it today.
That's right.
But I'll read the results of the Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game. And I'm telling you, I'm not lying when I say this was a close fucking game. It was very close. All right, here we go. In 9th place, Carl D. Tomaso with negative 10 points. Wow. I got to remind everybody, when you don't put either the points, it's automatic max in our eyes, in the scorekeeper. It's a max point. If you don't pick a stipulation, then you get that subtracted. You're not going to get added because you didn't pick one. There was a few people that did that, so that's why I'm stressing this out right now. If you don't pick the outcome, it's an automatic minus 5 points to your total. So you got to watch what the card is, and if there's if there's an outcome, you got to pick the outcome. If you don't see an outcome, you don't have to pick it. But I'm just saying that because there was a couple of people that did that. So in 8th place, Rick Serrano III with plus 17. In 7th place, Brad Sanders with plus 25. In 6th place, Elio Canella with 47, plus 47. In 5th place, myself, Tony Diaz with 62 points. In 4th place, Josh Sanders, the brother, with 69 points. And here are the top 3. In third place, Matt Novak with 94 points.
Jeez.
Wow.
Now, here's the thing, and this is a first ever on this show. Husband and wife. Who took the top spot? Bring your wife out here, Clay, while I'm talking.
Kaylee, please come here.
This is the first ever on Wrestling POV where we had a husband and wife go at it toe-to-toe throughout the whole show. This was good. Give her the other earpiece so she can hear.
Yep.
Does she know?
I don't.
No, you didn't tell her? Did you tell her?
Yeah.
With the
Here.
game?
Hold on a second. I gotta hear this.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a first for everything.
Sorry,
It's
come
a
here.
first for everything.
All right.
But
All right, she's right here.
Okay. So now, Kaylee, this is the first ever where we had a husband and wife go at it for this championship. Okay. And now I'm down to the last two. Whoever, and it's between you and Clay, who won the first on this pay-per-view, who came in first place. And it's a first of everything. And in first place it's the first time ever. So Kaylee came in first place.
Yeah.
Clay, you came in second with 95 points.
Bro, I came in second again.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Like you suck. But it was close though with you and Matt too, because Matt came out with 94, and Kaylee just fucking blew everybody away with 100 points. So the update.
I'm here to win.
There you
I
go.
said I want to come in the top 3 at least.
Yeah, well, with the points that we have. So now this game is a game because I'm still in first place with 81 points. Clay's in second place with 80 points.
Wow.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kaylee is in third place with 69 points. Josh is in fourth place with 57. Matt's in fifth place with 53. Rick and Elio is tied for sixth with 40 points.
Wow.
Andy is in eighth. Melissa Sanders is in ninth. Brad Sanders is in 10th. I don't know who this James is, but he played. He's in 11th with -4. Actually, Brad Sanders has -7. Caitlin Knox has -2 and is a tie for last place with Troy and Carl D. Tomaso with -5. So that is.
Isn't she the first woman that's ever won?
That's why I said she's the first ever woman to win it.
That's what I thought. There you go. Oh, well, my bad. I just wanted to make sure.
It's the first for everything. And the thing is, there's a few women that played and came close, but never won it. You're the first female to ever win the pay-per-view points thing. So congratulations to Kaylee. So
Thank you.
Make him cook you dinner and wash the dishes.
I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will.
So there you are. That's it for the show. After we close out the show, though, it is time for the 5-Second Shuffle Championship. Clay Cummings will defend his championship. Elio said, "You know what? I'm coming on the show. I'm taking that shit, bitch." So, those that are new to the show, basically all I do is I just play a random song off my playlist. I only play it for 5 seconds. These guys got to guess who it is, and the first one to 5 wins, and that's how we play. With that being said, for myself, Clay Cummings, and Elio Canella, we'll see y'all next week. Let's get on with this 5-second shuffle. Clay, you are the champion. You got champion's advantage. You want to go first, or do you want it hand it off to Elio?
I'll pass it off to Elio.
Oh, shit. You did that yesterday.
Yes, I did.
And you won.
Yep.
Rick gave you a hard time about that shit, too. He said, you made a mistake.
Yeah, he did.
All right. Elio, this one goes to you. Here you go.
I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees.
Jesus.
The Miz.
Yeah, the Miz. I was like, you want to guess?
I may have fucked up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, goes to you, Clay. Here you go.
Dean Ambrose.
Yes, Dean Ambrose. You had to think there for a second because you haven't heard it for so long.
I know, right?
I haven't either, but of course I see who it is. So, all right, tied 1-1. Elio goes to you. Here you go.
Mi gente! It's the radioactive poppy back of Bobby you've been warned. Puerto Rican edge.
Carlito.
No, it is not. Play for the steal.
Is that Super Crazy?
No, it is not. It's Danny Limelight from AEW.
Oh,
Yeah, remember?
okay.
AEW in there.
Yeah.
All right, it goes to Clay. Here you go. It's tied 1-1.
Is that oh darn it, Fandango?
No,
It's
it is not. Elio for the steal.
Adam Rose.
Adam Rose, yes.
As soon as I heard you say it, I was like, yep. Never mind.
Elio's up 2-1. He could be up 3-1 with this one. Here you go, Elio.
Beth Phoenix.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Is that Disco Inferno?
No, it is not. This is a little weird, being that this is The Rock's 25th anniversary, right? He was what? Rocky Maivia, right? When he first came on this. The song is Rocky Maivia.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Huh.
That happens a lot on this show. All right, goes to Clay. Right? Yeah, it goes to Clay, right? Elio's up 2-1.
Goes to
All right,
Clay.
with this one, Clay. Here you go.
Cody Rhodes.
Yes, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
That would. That's,
Yep.
It is tied at 2. Elio, this one's for you.
Are you ready?
D-Generation X.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I was waiting for you to say something else. I was like, no, it's wrong. All right, Elio's up 3-2. This one's for you, Clay, to tie it up. Here you go.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Wow.
I always to do this. Hold on. It's John Cena. I always wanted to do that. All right. It's tied 3-3. Goes to Elio, right? Here you go, Elio.
Yep.
Haku.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Is that Primo?
No, it is not. You gonna slap yourself for this one, Clay. Eddie Guerrero.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's from WCW.
I should have known that one.
That's why I said that.
Yeah.
All right, goes to Clay. It's tied, right, at 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Clay can be up 4-3 with this one. Here you go.
My cousin, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
There you go. Why did you wait?
Yeah,
your cousin?
I'm the $50 man. He's the $1 million man. See what I'm saying there?
I think you're the third cousin because you're the $50.
I'm up there somewhere.
All right, Clay's up 4-3. Elio, you need this one to tie. Here you go.
I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler, yes. Tied at 4. Goes to Clay. They can win it with this one. Here you go.
Is that the Road Dogg?
No, it is not. Elio for the steal and the win.
Is that the British Bulldog?
It's the British Bulldog, yes.
Wrong dog.
I almost said the pit bulls. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the British Bulldog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Man,
like the dog.
man.
When I heard the dog, I was like, oh, shit. There's a lot you can go with on this one. But, yeah, this one is the Bulldogs.
1996.
All right, great game. New champion, Elio Canella. We'll see you guys next week. We don't own the rights.